and also parents involved. And really, if you can get to the heart of the parent and if you can get to the heart of the teachers, you don't have to promote it to the students, because what's going to happen is the students will automatically be told that they need to go and access the library system. So how do we do that? The best way to do that is knowing what you can do with your library system. It's not by buying an expensive library system. It's not by listening to all the marketing that is put up by all the library vendors. You need to engage, and you need to have some engagement tools that you can use. As an example, what about if you tell your teachers, tell me what you want, and I'll make sure that you'll get a list of resources. Now, that's a fairly simple, straightforward request, but let me show you how you can create resource lists and distribute it to your teachers. And how about if the list was dynamic, where you only created it once only, and in that once only, every time they click on it, whether it's a month from now, 6 months from now, or a year or 2 years or 4 years from now, will it give them an updated resource list for that particular topic that you've created? That's what we're talking about. And how about giving that list to your teachers, but expand the horizon? Why not give it to your parents of all your year 6 parents, or all your year 5 parents, or all your year 9 parents, a list of resources based on any topic or subject. So that's what we're going to deal with. Really easy, really simple. You need to be able to be logged in, and you need to log in as a librarian. Okay, you must have librarian rights to be able to do it. And when you log in, okay, the first thing you're going to be able to do is search for resources, and we're going to look at dynamic resources. So how do I get a dynamic list? What we mean by a dynamic list is a list that you will be able to give them, that they can click on it any time of the day or night, moving forward from here at any time. So in a day from now, a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 3 years, when they click on it, it'll always bring up the latest items in your library and all the new additions. Now, the way you do it is you can click on advanced search. And let's do a simple thing. We're going to do a search of science resources. Okay, now obviously you wouldn't go science, but you'll go subject equal to science, and you're after dictionaries or experiments or whatever. I'm just going to do just a simple science thing. Okay, so I've just done a search of science, and I'm now going to go and do a search. Now you can go starting with science, containing science, and with subject equal to this, okay, or with genre equal to this. So you can add as many complications as you like, and media type only equal to videos, or media type only equal to reference work, or whatever. But when I click the search, it's going to bring up all my science resources here. Okay, when I scroll down, it'll bring up a new page of results. When I scroll down, a new page of results. When I scroll down, so it's an ongoing list of all the resources in the system. Now, wouldn't it be great if, like, this is a video, so if you press that video, it'll play. Wouldn't it be great if I could give them the search result? So when you click on external link, it says a link for this kind of search has been copied to your clipboard. What does that mean? Let me open up Word and show you what this clipboard link is. Now, you do not need to concern yourself at all with this clipboard link. All you need to know is when they get it, what's going to happen. So let's go here and let's go paste, and that's it. It's a dirty great big link, and it's got a whole bunch of hidden secrets in there, okay, and hidden secrets behind it, and does all sorts of other fancy stuff, but that's what the link's going to be. So let me go ahead now, and I'm not going to save that, okay, but we're going to go and open. Now you can put this on a learning management system, you can put it as an email to somebody, you can do anything with that link. So I'm going to go and email it to myself. You could have emailed it to all your parents in year 12. So you can go, I'm going to compose a link, okay, And once you've composed an email, you could put it as a unit of work on your learning management system for your year 12s or your year 6s. You could put it somewhere. So remember, we went right click. Okay, we go right click and we go paste. And there's that link. Now, when that link comes up, what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and I'm going to send it to myself too. Okay, but I could have sent it as a group email, and the subject is science resources. I could have put year 12 English reading list as an example. Okay, now when they get the list, they'll click on that list. That's what they're going to see, and they're just going to click on that link, and this is what's going to happen. This is their experience from their end. So if you're going to send resources, you want to win teachers on board, find out what kind of subject they're teaching, what material they would like to be kept informed of, and it will bring up a list of all the material based on that link that you've just sent them. And they can scroll and they can scroll and they can keep scrolling. So there's no limit to what they can scroll on here. Just keep scrolling and it'll just bring up all the resources there. It'll bring up books, it'll bring up videos, and you can refine it and say, no, only send in the books, only send in the videos. You can change the sort sequence, you can do everything. But every time they click on it, if I deleted this resource, guess what? It will not appear on that click the next time they click it. So that's how good that is. Okay, so it's a way of making sure that you advise all your teachers or parents of material. And remember, it's dynamic. Okay, so the whole point of dynamic links is that the information that you give them once at the start of when the request is made never has to be updated, and you don't have to send them another email, because if material gets deleted, it will automatically get deleted and it'll be removed from that links list. If you've gone and added 10 new resources or 100 new resources over the next 12 months, the next time they click on it, that's what it's going to do. So it's all about being proactive as a librarian and promoting the collection, not to the students. Promote it to the teachers who in turn, so let's say you promote it to one science teacher. That one science teacher has the power to talk to 150 students, and he will promote it because he can forward the link to them as well. Okay, so be proactive and try and find out how you can just promote one. If you send it to all your year 9 parents group, okay, those year 9 parents, if there's 100 students in there, by promoting it to one group, you've promoted to all those students as well. Okay, now that's a dynamic link. So add stuff gets added automatically. I'm going to show you another way that you can be proactive, and that is going to your parents or send an email to your parents and says, we've got a fantastic library, we've got new resources coming in all the time. Why don't you come and tell us what you would like to encourage your students to read? What kind of genre? What type of subject matter? What kind of resources you would like us to put in their hands? So if a teacher comes to you and says, look, we're a cat family, so can you sort of give me a list of books on cats that I could recommend my child to borrow? You go, yeah, sure. So you don't want to give them a dynamic list, because if you do a dynamic list of cat, it would give them everything that had the word cat. But you said, no, we're just going to choose one specific list of books. So you can go into the list builder and you go, I want to create a brand new list, and cat books for the Smith family. Okay, and I go, I'm going to create a list. Now what you do is you'll say, I'm going to quickly add to my list. So I'm going to go here and I'll go cat. Okay, oops. Now I'm going to search for cat, and it's going to bring up all my cat's resources. I want to add this one to the list. Just click on it and it gets added. I want to add this one to the list. Now I want to go and search for something else, and I want to add animals, and I want to add this one, animal rights, to that list. And I also want to go down here and I want animal reproductions, add that to the list. So there they are, they're all on that list. Okay, now if you want to share that list with a parent or a teacher, the difference between this kind of a share and the other one is this is the only items in the list. So all you do is you just go share, put in the email address of the people you want to share it with, and then hit share and it will get shared. Okay? And that's how you can say to your parents and your teachers, tell me what you're after and I'll get you a list of resources. But what about, you say, look, if you are teaching a group of students and you've got 35 students in your class, and if you would like me to give the 35 students who are now broken up into groups of 10, and you want me to create 3 different lists of different resources on the same topic or subject, you can create the first list for list 1, group 1, the second list for group 2, except instead of a static list, why don't you do this? Share it as a collaborative list. The advance of the collaborative list is what it will do. It will allow them to get that stock standard list that cannot be dynamically added to, but everyone in that group will be able to add their own other research books into the system. So if they've gone and they're working on cats and they found other books that are not in the list that they want to add, they will be able to add it. Not only will they be able to do that, but they can add websites as well, and they can also add YouTube content to that collaborative list. You could have also added it to the static list if you wanted to, not a problem. Okay, so if you want to add to the static list, you could just choose websites and added it, or you could choose YouTube articles and added it. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that you are proactive in everything that you do for the teacher and for the parent. Because for every one teacher that you promote the library and the collection to, because we're talking about being a pro-librarian, you are going to get them promoting the library and its collection to dozens of other people as far as the teacher goes. When you promoting the library through static lists or list builder to parents, you're enforcing to the parents that not only do you have resources, but you've got amazing resources and you've got amazing staff in the library to work with their student to help them get resources together in a structured format to help them along their journey of learning. Thank you very much for the opportunity to present making pro-library users out of teachers and parents and building relationships with